Jody at Just One More Watch has only gone and made a GMT. Let's get into it! Yes, and welcome to the Mad Watch Collector Show. Today is all about the brand Erebus. Yes, this is my third Erebus show, and I'm very proud to have been given the responsibility to review another prototype from Jody at Just One More Watch and his partner Stephen, business partner.
They are shooting out watches like there's no tomorrow.
And today is all about GMTs. Now, last year I reviewed the Origin, which was the first watch from Erebus. It was the diver, a pretty tally diver. This was a big old 41mm, legible to the max dive watch that ticked all the boxes you wanted to tick and still be very good in the value for money ticking box. Well, this GMT uses a lot of the Origin. In fact, I think it's exactly the same case. However, we've got dial changes, handset changes, bezel changes, bracelet changes. But will there be enough changes for an Erebus Origin owner to want to buy the Origin GMT? Plus, what does the wife think about these watches? Are you Erebus ready? Let's go! So to show you today, I've got two GMTs. There are 8 to collect, 4 from what Erebus called the classic range and 4 from what they call the premium range. With the fancier premium range, you get 2-tone bezel inserts and a lovely looking all brushed Jubilee bracelet. Something new to the Erebus Origin. Today's episode is going to concentrate on the premium Origin GMT, this Polar Pepsi version. And yes, it has those characteristics of their first Origin diver. It's big, it's bulky, it's quite masculine. Not a bit of polishing in sight. This is an unabashed, don't care if you don't like it, tool watch. And like I've said in the previous review, to me, it looks like one of the best value for money watches in like 2018, 2019. It's a big chunky monkey and it does look a lot like a Helm Vanuatu. Now what they have done is increase the size of the bezel insert, which means the dial is slightly smaller, which therefore means these GMTs probably going to wear better than the actual original Origin. What I would love Jody and Stephen to have done though is to make a sloping rehault to make that dial even smaller, which makes a 41mm cased watch still fit our small wristers.
Plus it'll give more of a Seiko vibe, and I like a Seiko vibe.
But I love the brush chamfers. All in all, a damn solid looking watch. Quick spec check! So like the Origin, this is a 41mm diameter case. It's 12.9mm thick, 47 lug to lug, and a strapaholic lug width of 20mm. Obviously the dial is protected by a flat sapphire glass, and also like the Origin we have a screw down crown and a screw down case back that gives this watch 200 meters of water resistance. I said it on the Origin review, but I wish that the crown knurling was the same as the bezel. It would just keep it more cohesive, but it's a great big crown, and having operated the Origin, this is going to be lovely to operate. Onto the bezel, and for me, I think this is the star of this watch. First of all, I love the brushing on the grip. I love the spacing of the coin edging. Surprisingly, it has a 24 click bezel, not a 48 like most GMTs you'll buy on the market. So you'll get one click that goes to half of the hour and the next click will go to the hour. However, the click and the ratchet is like something I've never twisted before. It's lovely. I was very surprised at this. It's almost like a push click. It's not massively loud, but have a listen. But I love it. It's like you push it and then you fall back into another ratchet. It's lovely. It's bi-directional, obviously, because this is a GMT bezel. And I do love this colour blue and the red. What I would say though, first of all, I love matte ceramic used on inserts, but the soft red of that insert doesn't really match the GMT hand on the dial, but that's just me being a bit nitpicky. But I absolutely love this bezel action. So with the premium watch, you get this great brushed Jubilee bracelet. It articulates beautifully, solid end links, screw links, 20 millimeters width down to 18 at 20 at the clasp, push button release, milled clasp, and like the Origin, we have this fantastic micro adjustment to the clasp. That's great.
Could you just click that like button, please? It really helps the channel. Thank you.
Okay, let's look at the face. Dial time. And I really do like this white. It is proper white, like brilliant white. There's kind of white that you would colour your baby's bedroom in, which I'm doing right now at the minute. It sort of makes the numbers on the bezel insert look a bit dirty. Love the texture to it. And a difference from this to the Origin, we have an applied logo, and I really do like that. With the premium GMTs, you get a premium set of hands, different to the Classic. The Classic is basically the Origin's handset, minus the GMT hand. I gotta be honest, I do prefer the premium handset. Very legible on the dial. I like the little touch of red on the 20 ATM. And of course, I love a loom pip on the seconds hand. It's a very legible dial and very cool. So, feast your eyes on this, my friends. Loom on the handset, loom on the arrow markers, and a loomed ceramic insert on the bezel. Out of 10, let's see how this puppy glows, shall we? And with an Erebus watch, you are guaranteed to get great loom, BGW9 in all the right places. You just can't argue with that, can you? Another reason why I felt the Erebus Origin felt like a watch from 2018-2019 was the movement choice. The NH35 is a fantastic Seiko workhorse that had been used by micro brands 4 to 5 years ago. Nowadays, the chosen movements tend to be Myota, because you can get a 4 Hertz movement, so a smoother sweep, and the movement itself is thinner, meaning you can get a thinner cased watch. With the GMT, it's got an NH34 inside, and when you're using an Origin case, you don't need to trim it down. That NH34 is perfect for this watch, isn't it? I haven't got a problem with a cooler GMT at all. You can independently move that GMT hand. In fact, I think I prefer it because you get a quick set date with these movements. Anyway, 21,600 beats per hour with a 40-hour power reserve. This movement hacks and hand winds. We can change the date. It feels nice to operate. Bob's your uncle, Fanny's your aunt. Lovely jubbly.
Hello.
On my 6.5-inch wrist, and I think this premium Polar Pepsi GMT really is the standout one for me. Yes, it's a cliche, it's trying to look like a Rolex. We associate GMTs, us watch enthusiasts, with a red and blue bezel, but it's a great representation of night and day, isn't it? Maybe not, maybe black and yellow, but who wants those colours on a GMT? Me! Shut up, you. Watches look great in the sunlight. There must be anti-reflective coating on the inside of that glass. But all in all, a great experience of wearing these watches. Can't argue with it, really. So there we go, the Erebus Origin GMT. What do you guys think? Yes, I know some of you will call it a ticking boxes watch, but I guess when you've been reviewing value for money watches for over 6 years now, if you don't come out with watches that tick all the boxes, you're gonna get slammed. I don't see a DNA to Erebus yet, and I want to see something that pulls them apart from the likes of a San Martin. Why did they come out with a GMT? Make me buy into the design. Make me want the watch, not just because it's got a sapphire glass protecting the dial or it has a ceramic bezel. But if they are gonna do, I don't know, a field watch or a pilot's watch, I want to see it based on a story. I want to see the influences there. I want to be told the influences and the reason why that's been made. I know there are a lot of people out there that just want a watch with good specs. And if you enjoy Jody at Just One More Watches content, that's a great bonus, isn't it? Like I said, they are smashing these watches out like there are no tomorrow.
But bravo, boys.
Another great value for money watch, around the £300 mark. I think if you go premium, there is enough difference for you to have the GMT as well as the dive watch. Maybe not if you go with the Classic. Big star of the show is definitely that bezel. Not only in terms of the size and the materials used, but the action is sweet. So here it is, my wife's views on the Erebus Origin GMT. Oh, great. Another watch with a cat's bum logo. Haven't you shown me this watch before? It's a bit big. That's what she said. I just think it's too bulky. It's bulky. Well, that's not the worst one you could have, Jodie, is it? That's not the worst review. You know, she's not massively against it. I'd give yourself a win there. Thank you very much to Stephen and Jodie for sending these watches in to me. Get on the Erebus website, check out all the watches and accessories that they sell. They are almost becoming the one-stop shop for all your watch needs. Thank you, the viewer, for watching till the end. Much appreciated. If you want a bit more of the Mad Watch Collector, click there and join. But if I've got you for a few more minutes, why don't you check this one out? This took me at least 1 hour. No, it probably took me ages, to be fair, but go on, click it, you'll love it. Go on, click it, click it.